Hi, I'm starting this video right at 3:33 p.m. You might want to stick around for this one. Hi, my name is Tara, and I am reintroducing myself because now I am coming to you in a very, very different way. I've been hinting around at being somebody of significance for a while, and there have been many that have ridiculed me. There have been a lot that have rolled their eyes, said that I was mentally unstable. And so this video is going to aggravate a lot of people. It's going to surprise a lot of people. It's going to intrigue a lot, and then it's going to activate. It's going to act as a message of empowerment. So let's jump right on in. So the ascended masters that we have created organized religion around, I wonder how they introduce themselves. I honestly hadn't really done my research in that regard. I'm actually curious now. I might do it after I get off this video, but I'm going to go ahead and, introduce myself as an ascending master. Yes. And that's blasphemous for a lot of religions, but thank goodness I'm not in those organized religions. Therefore, it doesn't bother me. So it's not blasphemous. It's actually, it's my truth. So with that being said, who am I? Well, first off, my birth name is Tara, which means earth. I was born in May 14th. I'm a Taurus. That is also the earth sign. My other name is Succulent, which is funny because I chose that name before any of this even started coming up. But it also is a very earthy type name. Interesting, right? I also have all 4 fixed signs in my natal chart. Okay, we're going to go into that a little bit later. But I came and I made a message back in April, about a month before I turned 40. And I said, you know what? 40 is going to be a big year for me. Jesus went into the wilderness for 40 days before he started his ministry. The Israelites, they wandered in the desert 40 years. 40 is a very significant number across the board, and those are just biblical ones, but I'm sure there's other ones we can find in other, aspects of life. So who am I? I'm a teacher. I'm a guide. I'm not just a guide, I'm a guide to the guides. Like I said, this is going to be a message of empowerment because there's going to be other people out there that have not been speaking their truth and have not been putting themselves out there because, I don't know, is it fear? We're going to talk more about how fear is an illusion. I'm a seer. I'm a prophet. I'm a conduit. I'm a healer. I'm a psychic. I'm a leader. I'm a medium. And I have channeled messages. I've been giving channeled messages before I even fully consciously understood that they were channeled messages. And it's interesting because now I'm doing it consciously. So with that being said, like I said, my natal chart, I think there's been little breadcrumbs that have been, they've been put in my path. But September 8th, the other day, was a huge day because then that's when I really realized in totality who I am. Okay? Like I knew, but I was second guessing myself. I knew, then I second guessed myself, and I'm done second guessing myself. The universe has shown me, or God, or source, whatever you choose to call it, Allah, Buddha, whatever. The universe has shown me who I am and what my calling, what my destiny, what my purpose here on this earth is. By the way, it was destined before I even breathed my first breath, okay? And it came to me when I was 16, that first time that I realized like I was here for something bigger than myself. There's a video on it that you can go watch about my calling when I was 16. It's a really cool story. I'm going to be talking about all this stuff. It's really, really cool. So with that being said, my natal chart, I started looking into it and looking at my past lifetimes. More than likely, I was probably burned at the stake in a previous lifetime because these truths were not able to be expressed. And so I know that I chose to come back in during this time frame to help the new earth evolve, okay? And it's not about becoming, it's about remembering who I've been this entire time. But I've had to remove social conditioning. I've had to deprogram my mind from the politics and the traumas that I endured throughout my life, the relationships, the hurt, the abandonment, the rejection, the feelings of feeling unseen and undervalued. And here's the thing, those things were never true. I just had to remove them so I could see the truth. And here I am. Hi, guys. This is gonna be fun. I'm so excited. So with that being said, my entire history has been a training ground. It's been a forging. So every single person, every single circumstance that has been placed in my life was used to help mold this beautiful woman you see sitting in front of you right now. And something that was brought up a couple weeks ago that was really, it was hard, but I knew it, was that the people that should have loved me the most and the ones that pushed me away and hurt me the most, they were placed there strategically because they were pushing me to see who I really am. I relied too long on external validations, okay? I have learned I don't care who watches this. There's probably going to be hundreds of thousands, potentially millions at some point that see this video. I don't care what anybody thinks because I know who I am. I know who I am. And this is gonna stir the shit pot, but it'll be fine. By the way, I'm divine feminine. Okay, so there have been many, many, many males that have come and have walked this earth that have been spiritual teachers. I don't know too many females that have really put themselves out there because, like I said, a lot of times women, it's not been widely accepted for women. I know there have been a lot of awesome women spiritual teachers. I don't think that I'm the only one. Actually, I'm not the only one here. There's actually many of us. I'm probably going to be encouraging a lot of us to be coming out because in reality, it's not just me. I'm part of the collective. We are all one, by the way. We are all one. But that might be a little too much to throw into this video. We'll go into that a little bit later. And the truths, what the real truth is. Okay, I am the blueprint, okay? The blueprint is inside of me, okay? And so my history, the stories that I'm going to tell you are going to be the blueprint to show all of you how to get to where I am. I'm the blueprint, which is why I'm a teacher, which is why I'm going to be the one that's going to take these very complex concepts, truths, and I'm going to be able to simplify them and help you understand them to the best of my ability, of course. And those that are supposed to understand them will, and there's going to be some times where somebody listens to me the first time and they're not going to have any idea what I'm talking about. But then they're going to listen to me potentially 3 years later and they're going to be like, now I get what she was saying. Okay? So I'm a generational curse breaker, not just moving forward from the past. I am the answer to my ancestors' prayers in my bloodline. When we think of, I want to talk about Jesus here for a second. So who are the people that were his biggest critics and the ones that were like, meh? They were the ones that were closest to him. So I know beyond the shadow of a doubt, my family, my blood family, which I literally have, I have distanced myself from. The people from my hometown, they're going to be like, she's crazy. I am crazy. I'm so crazy. But that's going to be the fun part about it. It's going to be, I'm so excited because now that I'm stepping into who I fully am, shit's about to get real. So I've been on a journey of awakening. Okay. There's stages to all of this, and there's still things that are being revealed to me along the way. The last several days have been substantial in this awakening. But I would say I'm probably at the most awakened state. And from here on out, it's just me getting downloads from the divine, that are going to help me see what my path is moving forward. Because obviously, you know, there's going to be times where, yes, I can foresee the future, but there's going to be times I have to trust the universe to take me where I need to go. And that's the fun part about it. It's going to be like a universal treasure hunt, is the way it was put. I'm excited. I love treasure hunts. So let's keep going. I've been hidden up until now. Why is that? Okay. Because I would not have been able to handle this responsibility before now. I just wouldn't have. I had to go through a lot of detaching from the titles that I found my identity in. One was being a wife, one was being a mother, one was being a daughter, one was being a friend. Like my identity was shaped around all those things, and I had to have all of them removed, and I had to go, who am I? I remember now. It's kind of fun. So my story about my destiny, that's going to be another thing. So I actually know what I'm here to do. I'm here to be a spokesperson. So one of my strengths, my gifts, is being a spokesperson. I'm supposed to be in the spotlight. I will speak in front of audiences, as I already have, okay? Now things are going to start lining up. Now that I have fully stepped into and accepted and remembered who I truly am, this is where it's going to start getting fun. Because, you know, everyone's been talking about manifesting. So I'm a co-creator of this earth, okay? So I'm a co-creator. I'm a creator, period. We are all creators of our own reality. Those of you living in a hell, it's because you've created that reality. It's one that you've allowed. So as we move forward, I'm going to teach you guys how to come into remembering who you truly are and how to weed out and remove everything that's stopping you from having the best life that you have to live. By the way, hell is not a physical place that you die and go to. So those of you that get upset about people dying and be like, oh my gosh, they're going to hell. We live hell right here in our own mental states, okay? We choose to live in either heaven or a hell every day. And I know that that's a very complex subject for some of you to swallow. And I know that we're going to have to deprogram a lot of you from, you know, social, political, religious programming, okay? But once we get there, we are part of the first wave. I'm not the only one. There's many of us. We all have come in. We all have different jobs. We all have different callings within this place. You know, we can't all do the same thing, can we? No, we all have to. We're working together as a team. And so mine is to be a spokesperson to get out there. So anyways, this is going to be fun. I actually thought this video might be a little bit longer, 13 minutes on the clock. So we're going to go ahead and close this out. I'm going to upload this video, and then we are going to go into a couple of different subjects. I'm on a roll today. By the way, those of you that stayed till the end, you're here for a reason. You paid attention to me for a reason. You hear the truth in the words that I'm speaking. I don't have to yell at anybody. My authority is in my voice. It's in who I am. I don't have to prove myself to anyone. I love you guys, and I'm here to lead, and I'm here to guide you. Okay? You'll be seeing a lot more of me, I promise.